Hey, welcome to the Nursing Dose with your host, Farah, aka Dr. Laurent. I'm going to do a quick one today. I'm going to be talking about nurses who want to win in 2026 and my top 5 predictions on what you should be doing in order to win in your career and in your business in 2026. So, shout out to everybody watching on TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the chat. Or if you want to message me directly, message me on LinkedIn because that's where I am always on and answering my messages. All right. For those who don't know me, I've been a nurse over 20 years. I'm the founder of Nurses Making Business Moves, the conference, and also a nurse career coach for new graduate nurses looking to level up their career. I've been featured in the Jennifer Hudson Show, Black Enterprise, multiple media and podcasts for the work that I do for new nurses and also helping nurses get into business and entrepreneurship. All right. So let's get into it. My top 5 predictions and also really what you should be doing in 2026 to be able to be successful in your career and in your business. Okay. So, top number 1, I will say, is building your brand. Okay. I'm currently working on a podcast that I'm going to launch early 2026 and actually put out a poll on what title I should call this podcast. But really, essentially, it's all going to be about nurses building brands and how nurses can build their brand and really what that means and talking about branding. Many nurses make the mistake of really highlighting their current workplace, their companies, their employers when they really should be highlighting themselves and building their own brand. Okay. What does that mean essentially? It really means building your reputation, not only professionally, but personally, to let people know who you are, what you do, what you stand for, and the values that are important to you, what impact you want to make. And it should be very clear to people, right? So, why should you build a brand? Because it's going to help you in 2026 unlock so many opportunities, whether that's speaking opportunities, whether that's writing, getting on stages, like I said, to speak, or just job opportunities in general, promotions, whatever it is that you're doing, particularly in business. It is so important to build a brand because when people know you, they will be able to trust you and then essentially trust the business that you're doing, whether that's selling a product or a service that you're doing. When you build a brand, people recognize you, they know you, they trust you, and they want to support. So you're essentially building a community, building a tribe. Okay. So, number 1, I will say in 2026, for nurses who want to win, you must start building your personal brand. I'll be speaking about this topic at my conference, Nurses Making Business Moves. And I'm actually writing a book about personal branding. So, more to come on that in 2026. Okay. So, that's number 1, build your brand as a nurse. Okay. Number 2, be visible and create content. Okay. So, my predictions for 2026, I will say for those nurses who want to be visible, who want to have more opportunities, whether it's paid speaking opportunities, um, consulting gigs, whatever it is, whether in your career or in your business, you have to be visible. And the way to show up, to me, my prediction is you have to show up on video, number 1, whether that's short form video, long form video on YouTube, shorts, whatever you're doing, and also showing up live on live streams, such as I'm doing now. To me, live streaming is going to be it in 2026. I've been doing this for 4 years and I continue to do it weekly. I go live at least 3 to 5 times a week. I mean, obviously the holidays is a little different, but I'm still going live, still showing up consistently because consistency matters. And while you're building a brand, people want to see you, know you, and hear about what you do. So you have to be visible. Okay, so whether that's creating content, posts, videos, live streaming, you have to be visible because people want to see you. Okay, so I will say create short form videos, long form videos. Short form video meaning like anywhere from, excuse me, 15 to 30 seconds up to like 3 minutes. And then long form video could be anything from, let's say, 5 minutes to 30 minutes or an hour or 2 hours. Okay. Where people can get to really know you, trust you, and figure out if they like you in order to do business with you or partner with you, collaborate, whatever it is. Okay. So be visible in 2026 and create content. Okay. Number 3, I will say, is publish and or speak. Write articles. It doesn't have to be traditional publishing where you're actually, say, writing a book. But if you can write a book, that would be great. You could self-publish. Doesn't have to be a publication in a nursing journal or something like that. But just writing articles, blogs, things like that will help get your thought leadership out there. And if you are a great writer, then I recommend doing that. Okay. I've been a contributor to multiple publications such as the Daily Nurse and different things like that. So I highly suggest that you start publishing. Okay. You can even do, let's say a paper on something, a perspective, a blog. Just start writing. Okay. And then speaking. You can speak on podcasts. I like to do podcast tour where I appear on different people's podcasts. You can also do panel speaking, or even speaking on stages as keynote speakers and things like that. Okay, so number 3, you got to build your thought leadership, publish and or speak. And if you're just joining me now, I'm talking about my 5 top things that you should be doing in 2026 to be able to win in 2026 and to win in your career and in your business. Okay. So number 4, I will say, is go outside. What do I mean by that? Be in community, go outside, attend events, attend conferences, and be able to network and really build a community and be in community. Okay. So for those that are looking for amazing conferences, definitely check out Nurses Making Business Moves. It's going to be March 6th and 7th in Tampa, Florida. Obviously, I'm hosting that, so it's going to be amazing. Tickets are on sale, so I'll drop the link later. This conference is for any nurse that wants to advance in their career or in their business. Great networking opportunity. Any nurse can go. Students can go. You don't even have to be a nurse to attend. Anyone can go. Okay. So attend conferences, networking events, whether virtually or in person, obviously is, very impactful. So I would say do that in 2026. Okay. Last thing is number 5 is leverage technology, leverage AI, but don't just use it entirely. Leverage it in a way that still makes you authentic. You could still be different, but be efficient by learning technology, learning some stuff in AI, because a lot of employers now are also looking for people that are tech savvy, able to use AI, and you can also use it in your career and business to help you grow and be more efficient. Okay. So definitely number 5, like I said, is use technology, leverage AI, but also be authentic and be different, because everyone's always doing the same thing. So you want to stand out, and that is going to help you in 2026. Okay. So to quickly recap everything, number 1 is build your brand. Number 2, be visible and start creating content, whether that's short form content, long form videos on YouTube. Really, I suggest being on multiple platforms. Live streaming is the best way to do that, because right now I'm streaming live on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So it saves you time and it's live, right? You can't fake it. People see you, they're able to interact with you, ask you questions live and things like that. So that's number 2, be visible, create content, show up live, show up on video. Okay. And then number 3, publish or speak. You need to get your thought leadership out there. Number 4 is go outside, go to networking events, go to conferences, whether it's virtually or in person. In person is going to be more impactful because that's where you really get to know people and people get to know you in person. And then number 5, leverage AI, leverage technology, be authentic and be different. Okay. So those are my top 5 for 2026 for nurses who want to win, nurses who want to stand out and have more opportunities in their career and in their business. All right. So look out for more content from me. Again, as I mentioned, for me, 2026, look out for my book on personal branding for nurses. Look out for my podcast, Nurse. I don't know exactly what I'll call it. It's between 2 names right now. I have a poll out on LinkedIn, but it'll be a podcast for nurses to really teach them and talk about all things branding to grow in your career, grow in your business. So I'm going to launch that podcast coming 2026. So look out for that. I'm also having the conference, Nurses Making Business Moves. So you can go to nursesmakingbusinessmoves.com to get your ticket. Again, it's going to happen in Tampa, Florida, March 6th and 7th. So look out for that. And I'll be doing more live streams and more content. I also have a YouTube channel that I'm just launching specifically for new graduate nurses to teach them all things interviewing, resumes, job search, so that they can stand out, land their 6-figure roles in their preferred specialty. So if you're a nursing student or a new grad that wants to land your dream role, definitely message me, preferably on LinkedIn. I have upcoming free trainings and webinars that you can get into. And my first cohort opens up January 21st for new graduate nurses to get into that. And I'm only accepting a few nurses in that first cohort. I've helped over 200 nurses land their dream role. So if you want to be next, message me and we can see if you're eligible to enter my next cohort. All right, that's it for me. Until next time.